What's going on, everybody? This is Durell with your motivational moment. Today, we're going to talk about always working hard, right? And anybody who knows me knows that I try my best to be or a hard worker. I refer to myself as a worker bee or a workhorse because I believe that in everything you do, as I've said in videos before, always put your best foot forward, put 100% in. I do that because, number one reason my name is attached to the work that I do. So you make sure you are always working extremely hard because your name is attached to it. And I've spoken about this before. What legacy are you leaving? Right, your legacy. When you hear Michael Jordan, you think about the 6 rings, the flu game, the dunk contest, all the things that he has done to change the NBA in his era, and then you think about all the eras that he affected thereafter, right, with his shoes and things of that sort. So you want to think about what kind of legacy are you leaving with your name, because your name is attached to it, right? You want to make sure you are leaving a good legacy, right? The next thing is you want to go for a completion and not satisfaction, right? You want to make sure when you start something, you see it all the way through. Like if you have an idea to have a garden and you want to plant a row of tomatoes, you plant your row of tomatoes and only one sprouts up, and you dig up the rest of the row, you're going for satisfaction and not completion. Right? You want to make sure you see it all the way through. Just because one sprouted up before the other 4 that you planted doesn't mean that those 4 weren't any good. You just have to give them more time and water them and tend to them more than you tend to the one that's already growing. Not saying that you should ignore the one that's growing, but you get what I mean, right? Don't kill the rest of the crop and just focus on the one. That's when you're going for satisfaction and not completion. So you want to make sure you go for completion and not satisfaction. The third thing is you want to know when to rest. A good friend of mine always tells me, man, Durell, you need to unplug. You're moving around a lot. You need to unplug. You need to unplug. And I haven't had a chance to do that this summer as of yet, but at some point I will. It may not be in summer. It may be in December. Who knows? But you do need to unplug, and you need to know when to rest. That is something that's very important. Know when to rest. Because if you don't, and your body tells you that you need to sit down and rest, you can want to move around all you want. You're not. So you need to pay attention to your body, know when to rest, know when to take a day off. A good friend of mine, she goes to the gym every day religiously. And when she takes a day off, she takes a day off even though she itches to go on her day off. So I'm going to go and do cardio for 30 minutes. No, because that 30-minute cardio is going to turn into you over there doing squats. And then it's going to turn into you over there doing deadlifts. It's going to turn into you over there doing lunges. So to alleviate all of that, know when to rest, sit down and rest, because your body needs it, your mind needs it, your spirit needs it. As a whole, holistically, you need that, right? You need to just know when to rest. That is important. That is important. I know many people would like to go. Know when to sit down, because that's important. That's just as important as you being on the go, changing people's lives and affecting them in a positive manner. But know when to, as my grandfather would say, God rest his soul, know when to take a back seat. Know when to take a back seat. Okay? So this is Durell with your motivational moment, man. As always, act in love. Do the right thing because it needs to be done. This is Durell with your motivational moment.